right, guys, we posed a question to you in the chat today. I asked everyone, I said, do you or do you not pirate anything, any media on the internet? I swear, I'm not a Fed, which I understand it sounds exactly like something a Fed would say. But the reason I ask you this is because there was this article from the Daily Beast a couple days ago that says how Disney and Warner Brothers are causing internet piracy to boom, which had like fallen by the wayside for the last couple of years. Like with the rise of streaming, people were like, I'll just pay for it so I don't have to freaking go and find the torrent. Are there enough peers?
Yeah, then the promise of streaming didn't follow through because they've continued retroactively editing media. They're burying or promoting it at their whims.
And they get rid of stuff. And
they get rid of things.
Like,
they're making their own original garbage shows, so you can't find what you want to watch.
Originally, the thing that attracted me to Peacock was that there was a bunch of shows that I just couldn't find on any of the pay-for streaming sites. And then by like month 3, several of them were already gone. Which sucks, right? So it says, in our digital era, movies and television were supposed to get easier to watch, not harder. But it turns out media companies are fickle, and media distribution can get complicated as it crosses borders. Warner Brothers Discovery has purged a bunch of high-profile movies and shows, either canceling them in post-production or deleting them from the Max platform. The sci-fi show Westworld disappeared from Max after its 4th and final season. Well, it didn't disappear. What happened was they sold it off to like a paid, like an ad tier service, though I don't remember which one. So you can watch it. You just have to watch it with ads now.
Who would want to watch past season 1
I know,
of
right?
Westworld, though?
It says they killed off the completed superhero movie Batgirl. It was not completed. It was in post-production. It was not done. Okay? Quit lying.
Unreleasable.
Yes. They destroyed it. They took it off the shelves before even releasing it. First of all, how does that attribute to piracy? Because you can't pirate something that isn't available.
Do you think that they destroyed it, or are they keeping it in their archives?
They got it in the archives somewhere. Oh yeah.
Well, someone's gonna.
Someday there will be a documentary made about it.
Oh.
Like, it is one of those stories. Like, that's the stuff of legend. So bad it was unreleasable.
Yeah.
Right.
I would still be interested to see it just to hate watch. But
so they're saying, like, what are the options when they yank films from or series, like, without really telling you what's going on?
The ironic part of it all is that the people who are most interested in watching movies and TV shows are the ones who are going to be pirating and paying for it both.
Yeah.
It's not the people who aren't interested altogether. But I found this interesting. A not insignificant contingent of filmmakers and their fans believe this theft is justified. So there are now directors who are implicitly or explicitly endorsing piracy for people that want to see their content. Yeah. And I'm sure that the studios that paid for that content to be produced are not happy about it.
Nope.
So director Werner Herzog recently at a film festival responded to a comment from a producer who admitted that while in Ukraine, he could only get a hold of Herzog's movies via torrenting. So he responded, if you don't get movies through Netflix or state-sponsored television in your country, then you go and access it as a pirate. I don't like it, but I would like to earn some money with my films. But if someone like you steals my films through the internet or whatever, fine, you have my blessing. And then they got another comment from a different director named Alfred Giancarli. And he said, I don't pirate much, but I honestly don't care if people do. So he admitted that he does it himself.
I like that he says he's a casual pirater of content.
He's a casual enjoyer. And he said, I think there are lots of reasons why people download or use digital file sharing to access movies, from ease of use, cost, and space saving, because the film may not be available where they live or may be too expensive through traditional means. But the ironic twist here is the people I know who do pirate are some of the most rabid cinephiles I know.
Yeah.
They'd happily pay for the movie if they could. I disagree with that. I think there are plenty of people who could but won't.
This is true for some stuff for me. I will say this. Back in the day, what happened was I never wanted to go through the hassle of taking all of my season DVDs and then like downloading the video files for them so that I could put them on a hard drive so that I wouldn't have to keep taking discs out of the frickin' disc out of the DVD player. So when I bought them, I would then torrent them so that I had the file so that I could literally put all however many seasons on a VLC playlist and just play it through.
So it's ethical piracy in your mind.
Let's go with ethical piracy.
Yeah.
The statute of limitations is up on that one, I'm sure. Also, remember, after Russia invaded Ukraine and everybody put sanctions on Russia, Russia legalized all piracy.
Right.
Russia's like, go ahead, matey.
Yeah, and also on these streaming sites, what's available to you differs depending on which country you're in. So I guess the solution to that would be using a VPN.
VPN is your friend for a lot of things.
But a lot of people just don't want to go to the trouble.
Yeah. There are also websites that keep track of like what's available in what region.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Before I say this is a total joke. I am joking. But piracy is kind of the solution to the culture war. It's a way that you can boycott all of these giant media corporations that go against your values and still watch the movies that you love.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
It was a joke. We do not endorse piracy on this show. Yeah, I like that. For me, it was a lot of shows. Like I made a big deal last week that they finally put the show Las Vegas on on Peacock, and I was laughing because I have it on. I have the entirety of the show on like an external drive somewhere, but I'm just not gonna take the time to go and set that up so that I can watch it on a computer screen. I used to have the thing where like you can tie an actual remote to your computer so that it works the same way it would if you were using it on a television. But I'm not going to do that for something that I'm not going to watch more than that. And to me, the more annoying thing right now is like I get more annoyed when shows that I love get put on ad tier streaming services. Like I hate having to watch ads. So I would literally rather pay you the money at the streaming service so that I can watch it without ads. Otherwise, why would I bother?
Yeah. Is torrenting video games a significant trend or?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, those are more expensive than just renting a movie on Amazon.
I mean, buying a movie isn't cheap either these days. You're still paying $20, $24 for a movie. And
that's insane.
And it comes with, like, it's okay. Like, Oppenheimer has, like, 3.5 hours of bonus features. And with somebody like Nolan, a lot of people who love his work are very interested in his thought process and how the work came to be. So maybe you get, and here's the other thing. Physical media collections are still, like, did you see that Best Buy is officially discontinuing all DVD sales, all disc sales? Mm-hmm. So, like, for the people who want to be actually collecting the steel books of all of these movies and stuff like this, they want that high definition mastered edition of the DVD or of the movie. Like there's still a place there for the collectors, but there are still a lot of movies that you can't find. One example, many years ago, I had to bootleg the movie Rad, which is this 80s BMX movie that I really loved, because you literally could not find it anywhere. And then just 2 years ago, it got made available, and I bought it like as soon as it became available online. Mm-hmm. So there was no access to it anywhere.
Yeah. That's the frustration that they're expressing here. They're saying the industry's own fickleness is to blame. Streaming services have the power to promote or bury movies based on their objectives. I guess that's why they brought up Batgirl.
Yes.
Is that it wasn't necessarily canceled due to its quality concerns, but because it would help them restructure the company and save by making it a write-off.
Yeah.
But we know the real truth.
Everyone actually knows that that's not the real reason that movie got canceled. So right now our poll is sitting at 52% say that they do not pirate. Sounds like some people who are very smart and
people who watch this show are the rabid cinephiles that they're referring to, right? If you're watching Pop Culture Crisis, you're probably more into film and TV than the average person.
I should have put like I will not speak without an attorney present as like a third option.
Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth so as to not self-incriminate on something like this. I just think it's very interesting because a lot of people make that same argument you were making, which is like, look, they're basically like the abusive spouses. They're like, you drove me to this.
Yeah,
it's all your fault.
But it's true.
Yeah, like for a lot of people, they can't stand the way. Look, if you're going to the movies these days, like imagine like being Hollywood and being as audacious as to believe that you deserve the regular audience with the track record that they have right now in Hollywood to spend $18 a person on a ticket, $10 on popcorn, $10 on a drink, and by the time you're done, you have to take a new mortgage out on your home. And with the we're not talking about the 80s when there's like, have you ever seen those like posters? It's like POV, you're at a movie theater in the 80s, and every movie on the scorecard is a classic.
Yeah.
This isn't that anymore. Like, you don't get the benefit of the doubt that you got in the 80s or the 90s. Now, every time you go see a movie, you're essentially, you're rolling the dice. You have no idea if you're going to see something good or if what you're going to see is shit.
Yeah. Well, also, I just thought about this in the 80s. You couldn't look up on your phone and watch the trailer, look at the synopsis, see who's in it. If you saw a trailer at all, it would be on TV or it would be in the previews before a movie you're already seeing. So you would just go to the movie theater, look at the posters, and based on the poster, you would get a ticket.
Also, that was we talked about that guy who did that Subway talk where he said, like, I think that assigned seating ruined movie theaters because now people don't just go to the movie to see what they want to watch. They try to buy their tickets ahead of time, and if they can't get the seat they want, they just don't go.
Yeah.
Like like when we review movies here, guys, I sit in exactly one seat every single time. Mm-hmm. If possible.
Farthest right.
Yep.
In the back. Closest to the exit.
Yes. I'm situational awareness.
Yes.
I got to make my way out. Oh, we got a big one here from No One. Says,
is it number one or no one? I don't know.
I guess there's no dot in the no. So, could be either. Here's some money for when the aliens invade. Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Marvel and DC, any others I missed that the woke cult has infiltrated. I'm sure Amazon will screw up Warhammer. No offense to Cavill. Cheers, champs. Harry Potter one is interesting. Okay, so Harry Potter and the Cursed Child just like broke some record for sales for like a Broadway play. And J.K. Rowling is not struggling. Her franchise is actually J.K. Rowling proof. Mm-hmm. Like, people love her content. Like, it proves to you just how really online the whole debate about trans issues is in a lot of ways. Because if you follow any normie accounts on social media, anybody that has like a family, thank you guys, they still love Harry Potter and they have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. Or if they do, they're just like, it doesn't destroy my love of franchise.
Yeah.
So we'll leave the poll up till the end of the show here today, guys. But I just thought I would ask everyone. And yes, from what I heard that The Cursed Child was lame, doesn't mean people aren't going to see it right now.
Do you think a lot of people are going to see or be interested in the Harry Potter TV show?
Yes, I do.
Where is that going to be again?
That's
is that HBO Max?
It should be on Max. Yep. I feel horrible for those kids that are going to be turned into culture warriors.
They're getting media trained as we speak.
Like, right now, they're like, what do you say if somebody makes a comment about your gender? Yeah. And then it's like, this is your fault. And then they're teaching them exactly how to ruin it for everyone. So yeah, we got one more $20 one here from the Undertaker. Says, this won't make sense to anyone born after 2000. We had movie phone in the 80s. We would call it and the voiceover dude would tell us about it. What? It wasn't like we were in the dark ages. We just didn't have instant gratification. I never used movie phone. The closest
movie phone?
Yeah, that was the thing.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. It would have like a brief synopsis of the movie and stuff like that.
Was it an actual person?
No,
or an automated?
It was like an automated thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, movie phone.
They should bring that back.
What about like 10-10-3-2-1 and various other? No?
What?
Never mind.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you some 10-10-3-2-1 commercials later. It was a phone service.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.